Day 2. Officially day 2, more like officially night 2. Now, yeah, this was, let me actually make sure I get his fucking, pull his Instagram up well enough. But when I was hitting chest yesterday at Torture, there's this one dude shows up, we're talking a little bit, the total, like, this guy's competing, this guy's badass, and I thought he was, my first instinct was, oh, this must be, one of the actual legit Olympia competitors, right? But no, so classic dude, still amateur. This was, we ended up talking, this is the 7th show, super cool. So his name was Tyrese Thomas Green, and, at least for the legit pro qualifier classic division, I'm like, oh shit, man. There's a big overlap between like a top dog amateur dude. I don't see why you're not pro. And then guess what? Just one day later, I knew IFBB pro, IFBB pro. That last B must stand for freaking baller, right? No, that's badass. For anybody who's not into bodybuilding, let's just say that's certainly a moment. But no, that's crazy cool that I got to run into the guy who went pro right before, and yeah, that's sweet. But yeah, and guess what? Look, I didn't ask him. I can pretty much guarantee he counted his calories and he did cardio all the way into this prep. And look at that, IFBB freaking pro, goddamn legend. So take with that what you will. I'm not saying count your calories or do your cardio. I'm just saying if you do, shit's gonna start happening. You're gonna start to see the results from it. But no, so plan for tonight. Gonna get some arms in over at Dragon's Lair. So I'm not sure if anybody's gonna be jumping around. This is still early. Like the actual Olympia Expo, not even ready, but we're getting there. It's getting ready. Things are gonna. So anybody who's coming for the Expo is really gonna pack in more like Friday, Saturday, and that's when things are really gonna be going down. Which is, I'm already freaking extra excited. But nah, so plan for tonight. We'll just see who's around over there and just bust out some arms. The last time I was in this gym was right before the first show, the first Muscle Contest Legends Classic that I did in Vegas back in early February. So it's been March, April, May, June, July, August, October. 7 months. 7-month difference from then till now. Certainly not as lean and kind of cut up, but I'm still going to be feeling freaking pumped. So a little bit of another recap in terms of goal-wise for me is, going into the end of this year, beginning of next year, diet-wise, obviously I want to bring it extra hard, but I really want to outdo that cut-up look. Like, I don't know if maybe they just know what they're doing over there in terms of lighting, but those few workouts before the first show, diced, flat, but not like dehydrated still, those were good. Like, that's honestly, out of everything, and even some of the competition pictures, that in the gym look was freaking sweet. And I don't think that you shouldn't turn yourself over around in bed thinking about like, okay, oh man, I really need to get back to this look that I had there. Like, that's not exactly what I'm saying. I don't want to emulate something I've already done before. I want to outdo it next time. So yeah, that's the plan. Leaner, bigger, fuller, freakier, more gargantuan, whilst more dense and fibrous, and then insert any other like adjective kind of word you can think of, to describe a muscle monolith. But no, in terms of like the actual Olympia weekend, I don't know if this is like just the fact that I've seen a few of these guys before, or maybe this year I'm just a little extra excited. But in terms of open, at least first, every open dude is nuts. The top, the elite open bodybuilders of the world right now are all bringing their A+ game, and it's really crazy to see. Sometimes I think, even I can get a little bit like, okay, yeah, they're bigger this time. Like when you see someone post a video when it's like, this guy's check-in is nuts for this show or this show, but it's yeah, I mean, it's crazy. From Nick to Martin with with Keon in there too, with just everybody. Like, this will be the Olympia to watch open wise. Probably, I mean, this is going to be the freakiest one I've ever seen. I can say that with 100% certainty in terms of the open side. And it's always freaky anyway, because these guys are nuts. Like, without exaggeration, me next to an Olympia open bodybuilder, dude, it's crazy. All right, same. Sure, you might say same genome, but different species. Like, it's freaking nuts. So that's just really cool to see. And it gets me amped up because I'm like, man, these guys have something they want to do. They're getting after it. They're bringing it. Nice. All right, I'm going to do my own thing in my own way and get the results that I can achieve. But it's just, it's just fun. I'm just feeling the energy from everybody, just all kind of converging. Plus Vegas is already just kind of cool because it's like a real just lit up fancy pants city. No, this is fun. All that's to say is I'm very excited about arms tonight. So yeah, these rows are honestly getting a little tricky. I don't want to freaking distract myself too much, but I think let's just see if there's anybody bouncing around and go see just how pumped up we can get. All right, good start with the rope. Yeah, let's curl something. This pre-show will be a good start. Nothing fancy. Two more of those, and then we'll go back to maybe a dip, honestly. Okay. Holy shit. without any weight, just doing a curl. I'm fucking feeling it. This is gonna be quite the pump. Let's get some dips going now. All right, a very simple dip machine, but the execution is actually perfect for making it extra heavy at the squeeze at the bottom, because that's when the weight is like, I don't know, trigonometry, you know, do the cosine. Either way, it's heavy at the bottom. I'm gonna squeeze the shit out of it. Let me put this one much more. There we go. Okay. 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 One more. Okay. Oh, back to a curl. Back to a freaking curl of some variety. Let's see how we're looking with some 80-pound straight bar curls. Man, shit. The last time I was curling any of these, what do you call it, fixed bars, it's give me that itch to get freaking diced again. But yeah, I think 80 will be good. A little more squeeze emphasized. No need to go too heavy here. And travel combined with whatever, I think tomorrow might have to be a rest day. Like I feel good right now, I'm hitting this, but I think I might be a little due. But let's still finish today. Okay. One more of those. Okay. Oh my gosh. What the fuck? That might actually be it. One more push down, one more curl. Then go find the best lighting in this mofo and see how we're looking pumped. This will just be a straight up set. My tries are already cooked, so this is just a finishing touch. This is the sear on the sous vide. It's already at temperature, but this is what really makes it a dish. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's see how we're looking. Yeah, this is a very familiar sight right here in front of, if it wasn't this exact spot, it was just a few feet to the left. But yeah, this was peak lighting pre-show, or at least pre the first show. And I mean, even just from like sitting doing push downs and like seeing some back of forearm kind of grain, I'm starting to feel like even though I've only dieted for barely a month, I'm starting to, you get the gist. But yeah, I think nothing else, no other points to say apart from actually just seeing how we're looking. So, we start from the back, change it up a touch. Step forward. Oh my goodness. No. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Nice. Nah, but that was a good one. It is late. And earlier today I was sitting on a fucking desk chair and I go to give myself like the grab the seat, grab the back of the thing, twist your back to try to like, because I can tell I just felt a little stiff. And then in the process, like I fucking pulled something in here where like if I stretch over too much in a certain way, like not like injure like muscle tear, but that might be a sign I need to work on my flexibility. If just giving myself a little back cracking twist is throwing me off my game. But good lift. Let's get back to the hotel and eat some canned chicken. There we go. Yeah, arms freaking complete. Arms freaking complete. There we go. Yeah, it's nuts in there. If you've never seen a certain Flex Lewis in person, yeah, that's one more freaking beast. Even not, competitive bodybuilder season anymore. I mean, even when you see a Jay Cutler, that's not just a regular ass dude. It's so it's just cool in there. So yeah, holy shit. Now Dragon's Lair has an extra layer of like history for me from the fact that was the gym that I was really getting into before that first show. I look back at that whole situation of competing, and now I'm kind of even thinking about it extra because the fact that everybody's doing the Olympia, they're all getting into it. I had I don't know, I definitely want to go about it differently the next time I do it, because for me to diet down and get pretty lean, that's not that crazy, but to get to like show ready lean, it just takes the added difficulty kind of changes the situation. You're not just getting leaner, like you're getting ready for this thing, and like there's a decent amount of extra pressure where you've got to look pretty good because you're going to be up there basically right there from butt naked. So there's nothing to hide. There's nothing where if you didn't diet, you're not going to be able to like, oh, I can sneak it and I can just like, no, man. Things are you're out in the open, so you got to be able to hold your own in a way. Which, yeah, I mean, I want to work out and get big because that's what I like. But it's definitely an extra angle of kind of hype and motivation, just knowing that that's something you're working towards. But that's not the point, like as much as the last two competitions were sweet and I'm excited to do one more and then, maybe one more after that. And we'll see, like, I don't have an X year plan of competitions, all like scheduled out like that. But, that's not the point, man, right? Because I'm still lifting Jim Sam the day after that competition, win or lose, right? Whooped or triumphed. I'm still me. I'm going to still do my own things. So I want to be a bit more excited about like my own kind of journey. Now, obviously, that's a cool ass like peak where let's say you're on a hike, and that's the part where you get a really awesome view, and you can sit for a minute and say, "Holy shit, this is sick." But don't forget, there's still more hike to be hiked, right? So that's where you get back and do all the things that aren't as flashy, like sitting on a cardio bike for a while, or tracking half a pound of ground beef with low sugar barbecue sauce, or whatever, right? So don't forget, that's the part that actually makes the cool part cool. The cool part wouldn't be cool without all that kind of uncool shit that makes it actually happen, right? So just something to keep in mind. I really liked the idea of, or not the idea, but thinking, look, what do guys who really kill it do? Right? What do the guys who really get in good shape do? They count their calories, they actually do their cardio. Like, if you want to look like somebody who does all those things, you just answer that question yourself. You got to do all those things too, at least to a degree. You don't have to do them exactly as crazy and strict as everybody else. I would never expect someone to think that or even try to put an expectation on someone that they have to be dieting down like an Urs Kalsinski or a Chris Bumstead, and that's the bar, and anything less than that is shit. There's a certain angle where we get this kind of hyperinflated thought process of things. Do not even think like that, right? Your gains are your own, and they're as valuable as however much effort you put into them. So whether or not somebody's a total beast or you're getting after it or whatever, right? Don't slow down. Keep your engines revving and stay in the race, right? Stay in the game, because that's the only way that you're going to find out what happens next, right? Once you slow down, once you stop kind of pushing it, once you start to chill, and then you're living the same day over and over again, well, guess what? You just paused your progress, right? You've now lost the point of the main quest, or at least a main quest, and you're just kind of sitting, not getting anything done. And it's not as though you have to do that or else whatever, but at least as far as I'm concerned, to have something like that you're not always, but at least consistently working towards and getting to enjoy the process of, that's fun, right? So for me, I'm a workout nut, so working out happens to be the thing that scratches that itch in my mind of the thing I really want to work at and get after. But if it was anything else, then I guess that's what I'd be doing, right? If for whatever reason yodeling was like my thing, where I'm like, dude, I wish I could fucking yodel like a whoever. Well, I guess that's what I'd be doing. I'd just be so. I guess take with that what you will. But yeah, that was definitely a little bit of a ramble. I can tell I'm low on food today. That is for freaking sure. So I'm definitely gonna sleep in tomorrow. And then I think tomorrow is gonna be rest oriented. Tomorrow might be like cardio in the hotel gym, if there even is a hotel gym. I might get some Epsom salt, just do a freaking salt bath. Yeah, I'm starting to feel it. These last 2 months have been a little on the more hectic side for me, but since I'm dieting down, that's actually cool, because now I don't have to, you'd think when you're dieting, you'd actually want to just sit home and chill because you don't have as much energy. It's kind of the opposite. When I'm bulking up, that's when I feel like I'm a bear in hibernation. I just want to chill. In between meals, I want to sit and take a nap, and then wake up, eat something, go back to sleep, and repeat. When I'm dieting down, that's when I kind of want to freaking, run around and do different stuff and go places and see things and just whatever. Because in a dieting context, right, idle hands are the pantry's playthings, right? Once you catch yourself sitting, not really doing anything, playing on your phone, just watching a show, that's when you're going to get that itch of I could eat. Not even I'm hungry, but just, I could eat something right now. I could use a little bit of a little something to snack on. Right? And then for some, that's enough to throw off a diet. That's enough to throw off a deficit. That's enough to throw off their goals, right? And that's fucked up. I do not want to see that, at least as frequently as is possible. But yeah, nothing else to say there. That's Vegas day 2. Arms at Dragon's Lair. So yeah, I think tomorrow people are really going to start showing up. I gotta get some group interaction instead of just a little, one-on-one with Sam in the gym. So I'll try to bring you guys with me and see who I can run into. It's kind of, I think for these sort of events, I'm going to start either bring one of my buddies who knows about cameras to like camera guy for me. It's a little, yeah, it's kind of to the point now, because honestly I want to be able to hear my own conversations with some of these dudes later, just because they're so freaking funny. But yeah, we'll see. But either way, I'm gonna be bringing you guys along with me for whatever tomorrow holds. So I think nothing else to say, but it's time to go home, edit this guy, and then go to freaking bed. I could use some Z's right now, that is for freaking sure. But good lift, good pump, good day. So I'll see you tomorrow.